All right, bear with me just a moment. Get situated here. Oh, all right. Um, I want to start off with saying Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Baha Shem Yahawashi, Yahweh, which is named the Most High, and Yahawashi, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I'm just out here again, to teach, and of course, primarily, at the forefront of this doctrine is what is the downfall of America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great. Okay, and that's what we're out here to tell the people, man. Okay, is that what? That America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great, this place is going down, man. And you can see it. Okay, only a damn fool could not see the time that we're in right now, man. Okay, all you got to do is look at the economic, um, troubles and the stress that the people are going through right now. Okay, all you got to do is take a look at that, man. Okay, the whole earth is in distress right now. Okay, everybody, it seems like everyone's losing their damn mind right now. Okay, by all the bullshit that's going on around us. Okay, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, what we're seeing, taking place on the earth right now. Okay, you got cats out here that talking about, oh well, we ain't in the last days right now. Well, how the hell are we not in the last days? Everything that Yahweh Shai, right, Christ told us to look out for, we're seeing all those things come to pass right now. Okay, everything that Yahweh Shai told us to look out for, we're seeing all those things come to pass. Okay, and as I said, brothers, if you can, let me know if you can hear me okay, because I'm not sure how good the volume is. So if you can let me know, I would appreciate it. Um, but hey, man, let's go into. Oh, look at that! I opened up right to it. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 36. It says, "But of that day and that hour knows no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And he knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Okay, right, and that's the time that we're coming to, man. Okay, we're living in the days, just like what was going on back in Noah's time, man. Okay, the things that were happening, back when, Noah was on the scene, man, it's the same thing that's going on, right now on the earth. Okay, you had, homosexuality as such a bad rate, for lack of better words, right? I'm sure you had bestiality going on, which you can look that word up if you don't know what that means, but you know, it's insane what we have going on right now around us, man. Okay, so it boggles the mind on how one could say that we're not in the last days, right? That we're not in a time when Yahweh Shai is going to make his grand appearance, man. I mean, to me, it's very clear, okay, that we're living in the times when Yahweh Shai is about to, return and to do away with this place, man. Okay, and that's what the Lord's looking for, right? The Lord is looking to return and to put all the kingdoms of the world underneath his feet, man. Okay, matter of fact, when Yahushua came 2,000 years ago, Satan tried to tempt the Lord, okay, to try to turn him back from what his mission was, here on earth, man. Okay, so Satan, tried Yahushua, which, you know what, we're going to read a little bit about that. Okay, Satan came to try the Lord, okay, to try to get him to um say, for an example, to get him to turn away from his goal that he came down here to do, which is what? To die for the sins of all of Israel. Okay, to save Israel from their sins and their transgressions, right? So Satan tempted the Lord with certain, things, saying, "What if you bow down and worship me? I'll give you all these things." And we're going to read that. Let's go to okay. Let me just see where I want to all read here. Um, Okay, Matthew chapter 4, we'll start at verse 1. It says, Then was Yahawashi led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. It says, And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, command these stones that they may be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh. It says, Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him on the pinnacle of the temple, which basically is the temples back then, they would have like a castle, right? So he took him up to the top of the castle, and now he's going to give him another temptation, right? He's going to ask him to prove that he is the Son of the Most High. All right, look, it says, And he said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone. Right, so he was basically tempting Yahawashi, saying, But hey, if you really are, who you say you are, well, here, jump off the top of this castle, and the angels will save you before you hit the rocks down below. Okay, so he was just trying to tempt him by saying, Hey, prove to me that you really are the Son of the Most High, which Satan already knew he was, but he was just trying to tempt him to try to, make him fall out from what he, his mission. Okay, and that's why we as followers of Yahawashi, we gotta also be prepared to go through certain temptations, man. And that might be, what I might dedicate this video to, man. Okay, is we gotta be we're gonna have to go through certain temptations, in this thing of ours, man. Okay, anyway, you see where I left off. It says, And Yahawashi said unto him, It is written, again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. It says, verse 8, and again, the devil taketh him up unto an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. And he said unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. And then Yahawashi said unto him, Get thee thence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt not worship, or slaki, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Right. So what happened was, Yahawashi was tempted of the devil, right? So he resisted the temptations that Satan came and brought unto him. Right. He told him, What? Hey, look, if you fall down and worship me, I'll give you all the kingdoms of the world. Right. I'll give you dominion and power over all of the kingdoms of the world. But Christ didn't want to do that. Right. He had the choice. He could have done it. Just like, for an example, we're going to be tempted with the choice. You can do that, or you can be an outcast of society. Okay, you can get this thing and take part in life, right, going back to normal, or you can be an outcast of society. And that's the time that we're coming to. Okay, we're going to have to make a choice very soon. Okay, we're all going to have to make a choice in the very near future. Okay, and this isn't a damn joke at this point, man. You can see where the world is heading right now. You can see it, man. Okay, the world is clearly heading in that direction. That's why when you go to certain establishments, man, if you don't have thing, gotta watch the words you use, you can't come in. Okay, that's just the way it's going to be, man. Okay, and that's the time we're coming to. Okay, so hey, we're all going to be tempted, man. Okay, we're all going to have to go through that time of that great tribulation. Okay, that's the time that we're all going to be having to go through, man. Right, there's going to be a time of trouble that's set before all of us, man. Matter of fact, bear with me a moment. Let's go to Revelation, chapter 3. And verse 10. It says, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee in the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. So as long as we're doing what we're doing, right, as long as we're continue to do our diligent studies, and continue to follow the laws of the scriptures to the best of our ability, man, the Lord will be with us in that time of temptation, man, right? The hour of temptation, which we're coming into that time right now, man. Okay, that's the time that we're coming into, and you can see it. Well, you can see it, man. There ain't no bouncing back. Okay, there ain't no bouncing back for America, man. Okay, this is it. Okay, in the words of Rooney McKnight, now this truly is it, man. Okay, this is it. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, some guys out here, man, that they just can't get it, and that's cool, right? That's cool. Um, 'cause this isn't for everybody. Okay, this isn't for everyone, man. Okay, this is only for a handful of people. Okay, this isn't for everybody to understand. Okay, this isn't for a lot of you, a lot of cats out there on the conquest. This isn't for you. Okay, this is only for a handful of people, man. This is only for a handful of chosen people. Okay, right, 144,000. Okay, and I believe that's not mistaken. I believe that's what is that? Revelation, the seventh chapter, right? Revelation chapter 7. Okay, you can go read that. Okay, it's a good chapter to to go into. Um, bear with me a moment. Damn, damn hot out. Bear with me a moment. All right, sorry about that. I was just uh looking at somebody over there. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, man, you can clearly see, man. Okay, you can see what's going on right now. Okay, it's this ain't no time to be playing around, man. Okay, this is very serious time that we find ourselves in right now, man. Okay, you gotta make a choice right now, man. Okay, we're in the time where we really gotta make a choice. Okay, we really have to make a choice on what we're gonna be doing now. Okay, man, because this thing's coming down to the wire. This thing, you know, it's man, it's hard to think about, man, because we're all gonna have to make a choice in the very near future, man. Okay, because this is coming down to the wire, man. Okay, hey, very soon, maybe 6 months out, a year out or so, I couldn't tell you when. This says what? That hey, you're not gonna be able to enter into a store, man, without going by the guidelines. You know, and we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Right to hell with that. Right to hell with those guidelines, man. Right, the masses of people just go with. Right, just go with whoever they're told, man. Right, that's why they're called the sheeple, man, because they don't know shit. Right, just and that's just what it is, man. The masses of people, you ask them why they believe what they believe, nobody knows. Just okay. Um, say for an example, why do you believe the Earth is round? Well, that's what I saw on TV. It's like okay, but how can you prove it? And nobody knows. Nobody can prove it. It just got to go by what somebody else um said. Okay, that's all it is. You got to go by what somebody else said. Okay, because it's not something that anybody can prove, on their own, right? By their own, may I say, research or what's the word I'm looking for, or experimentation, for lack of better words. Okay, that's not something anybody can prove on their own. You have to go to the higher ups in order to what's the word I'm looking for, in order to get the information. Okay, which fun fact, by the way, all you gotta do is Google pictures of the world, right? And you can see if you look on some of the images, right, you can see there's the clouds have been copied and pasted onto multiple parts of the image, and it's true. If you don't believe me, just look it up. It's true. Okay, so you know, man, going back to what I was saying, man, this is This ain't no time to be playing around, man. Okay, this isn't no time to be playing around, man. The world is literally coming to an end right now, and you can see it. That's why. What is it? Second Ezra's 6 and 9, right? Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. Right. This man has come to his end, and that's what you're seeing right now, man. Okay. Hey, look, in history, every empire had their rulership, their dominion, but then they were taken out. Right. The Egyptian Empire had a time to rule. The Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire. Okay. Every civilization throughout history. Oh, the Aztec Empire. Okay, the Mayan Empire. Okay, all of these empires that I'm mentioning, they all had their time to rule, but then eventually they got to come down, man. And that's just the way it is, and it's going to be that way for every civilization that's ever existed. Okay, all the civilizations I mentioned, they ruled, for a certain amount of time that they were given. Okay, but then eventually, there was you know, whether it be an economic, you know, hardship that brings them down, or some type of war, okay, or whatever it might be, right? It's different for all of them. But the point of the matter is still very clear, man. Okay, and going by what you can see around you right now, only a damn fool could not consider and say, oh, well, maybe, just maybe, you know, we're coming to the end of America's rulership, and that's the truth. Matter of fact, you have certain of the what's the word I'm looking for? Economists, for lack of better words, and higher ups of the society who are say, may I say, scholars when it comes to history, right? You can talk to them about it, and a lot of them will agree, man. A lot of them will agree that what we're seeing, take place right now is you know, may I say, what's what I'm looking for? Evidence to suspect that things ain't looking too good, for lack of better words, man. And it's true. Okay, and that's why you have all these UFO sightings going on, man. Right, the quote unquote unidentified flying objects, which they are identified. The UFOs are the chariots of the Lord, man. Right, these UFOs, the angels are inside of those crafts, man, and that's in the scriptures. That's in what is that? Ezekiel the first chapter, Ezekiel the 10th chapter. Um, just name a handful of them. That's in the scriptures, right? These UFOs, man. Okay, but you see, they don't you people out there, man. They think those are little green guys on Mars, man. They got you people tricked. They ain't no little green men from Mars. Those are the chariots, right, of the Most High, man. Okay, that's what those are. Okay, those are the chariots of the Most High. Okay, and if you don't like that, well, then you don't like that. But the facts are the facts. It is what it is. Okay, it's just that's the way it is, man. Okay, if you don't agree with the fact, then you don't agree with it. Okay, but it is what it is. Okay, and anybody the truth is the truth, and anybody that does not agree with the truth is a liar. It's very simple. Okay, the scriptures say what they say, and if you don't like that, well, then you don't like that. Okay, but the text says what it says. Bear with me a moment. I just want to check something. Okay. Hey, if anybody can let me know if you can hear me in the comment section, please let me know. I will appreciate it. If any, because I know we have a couple people watching. But yeah, if anybody can let me know if the volume's good, that I would appreciate. Bear with me a moment. But hey, man, it's there's so much going on right now, man. Okay, there's truly so much. Let's check. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. But hey, look, brothers, there's so much going on right now. Okay, this truly has to be it. Okay, I can't see this place going on for another 5 years, man. Okay, if you ask me, I'm not saying that says the Lord. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in my viewpoint, right? In my viewpoint on how I see the world, I would say that this all has to come to an end within the next, may I say, 2 or 3 years, man. Okay, I can't see this going on beyond 2 or 3 years. I can't see it. Okay, I can't see this going on beyond 2 or 3 years. Okay, there's just too much that's going on right now. There's just too much. that is happening right now, man. Okay, this has to be it, man. Okay, this truly has to be the end of the American empire. Okay, and we've been prophesying this, right? We've been prophesying in the name of the Lord that these things were going to happen, man. Okay, that the empire known as the United States will be taken out of power. Okay, and that's the divine prophecy, right? That's the divine prophecy of the Lord, man. All right, back then, 2,000 years ago, the Lord showing his prophets the future to show him, to show us, things that would come to pass. Okay, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the things come to pass right now. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, we're seeing all these things come to pass. Okay, and if you can't see it, well, then you can't see it. All right, that's cool. Okay, you know what, man? I think that I think I actually just saw my father uh walk by me a couple times here. But you know what? That's okay. You know what? The scriptures say what? Christ told us. Yahawashi told us what? That in this thing of ours, man, we're gonna have. Let's even get that real quick. Okay, hey, look, brothers, the trials that we have to go through, man, it just is too much. It really is. But hey, this is what it is. Okay, every man has to be tried. In this thing of ours, we all have to be tried, man. Okay, and if you're not tried, then you better check yourself, man. Because the scriptures say what? The Lord tries every son. So scriptures say what? If you're not going through something, man, then you're a bastard and you're not a son. Okay, that's what the text says. Let's go to Matthew chapter 10. And bear with me a moment. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 10 and verse let's start at verse 32. Okay, it says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before man, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before man, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And this is the words of Christ. Bear with me a moment. Okay. This is the words of Christ right here. Right? I'm going to read that again. Damn, it got bright all of a sudden. Let me just turn my brightness up real quick. Excuse me. Bear with me just a moment. I'm just trying to. Okay, I suppose that's good. Right, but Christ said, "What? I am come to set a man against his father. I am come to set a daughter against her mother." This is the words of Christ. Okay, so you cats that can't get it, man, like good servant. Hey, look, you can't get it, and say for you, man. Matthew 11:6, and blessed is the man who's not offended in me. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace, but a sword. It says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes should be they of his own household. And he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me, he is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follows after me, he is not worthy of me. And he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. Right, and that's what's going on right now, man. All right, we're not looking to continue ourselves in this society, man. You know why? Because we can see. Okay, we can. We're the ones who are alive among the dead, for lack of a better word, man. And I believe that what is that? Ezekiel the 37th chapter. Okay, we're the ones who are alive. All right, among the population of people, man. Okay, that's just the way it is. Okay, the sheep don't know what the hell's going on, right? It's like, it's where I'm looking for, man. It's just like, oh yeah, they just want to make the society, safe for everybody. I mean, are you really not intelligent enough where you can't figure out that there's clearly an agenda going on? I mean, it boggles the mind. It really does, man. All right, I mean, it's very clear what's going on. That's why he has something called which look this up. But you have something called the Illuminati card game. Look it up, man. They show you a lot in that game, man. And that game, I believe, was made in 1996, I believe. And they show you a lot in that. They have 9/11 in there. They have the that one thing that happened down in I believe it was Boston, right when they had that marathon. That was in the cards. They have a NASA card. They have a flat Earth card. They have a World War III card. Look it up. It's true. It's true, man. And that was made in 1996. Okay, look into it. All right, it's crazy, man. But this is what it is, right? They show to show you things, right? They will show you certain things, man. Okay, because they're nice in that way. They'll let you know something before it happens. Hey, mind of God, how you doing, my man? Hey, you like my shirt? Hey, nice to have you stop by, man. But man, going back to what I was saying, we're in some serious times right now, man. Okay, these are some serious times that we're in right now. Okay, this isn't time to be playing games, man. A lot of cats out there are playing games with this truth for us, man. That's not the time that we're in right now. We got to be serious for this thing, man. Okay, because you can see it, right? The world's coming to an end. Like the world is coming to an end right now, man. Let me see. Yeah, cheers, ETT and all. Hey, as I said, man, mind the guys, good to have you here. But yeah, man, I'm just I'm just out here, to prophesy again. As I was out here this morning, I recorded a video, but I decided to go live because it might be easier. But yeah, man, hell, it's very clear what's going on right now, man. It's very clear. This place is done. Okay, it's through, right? America is through, man. Okay, and the scriptures say what? That the Lord gave this prophecy before, man. Okay, this was given to his men thousands of years ago, so that us in these times we could read it and understand. Okay, and that's the time that we're in right now. Okay, is all these last prophecies are now starting to be fulfilled before our very eyes, man. Okay, it's very simple to see. Okay, and man, right now, you have all these businesses making a killing, for lack of better words, making so much money off of buying and trading with America. Because what they do, as we spoke about this yesterday on your show, but what they do is these countries, like these, as Larkin Rose would say, the crunchy inside joke. But they manufacture their products for cheap, right? Say for an example, there might be a toy that they manufacture for, let's say, 40 cents, maybe 60 cents. But then they bring it over here and they can sell it for $25. Okay, so the stuff is manufactured for cheap and is sold for a profit. Okay, and that's why when you go into the text, we'll get the skip sheets. But it speaks about what? That the merchants of the earth were made rich off of selling their merchandise with Babylon. And that's what proves that it's America, because where else can China take all of these goods and sell them at and make a profit? You can't take that to Russia. You can't take that to India. Okay, now even though if you take those there, you might make a certain profit, but that's going to be nowhere near America. You know why? Because the people who live in those countries, right, the countries, side joke, are frugal, right? Like India, right? If you go to their houses in India, I'm sure they probably have maybe a box or two, maybe three of items they possess. But here in America, you have something called, a storage unit, right? And I know certain people, man, who have to have 2 or 3 storage units to house all the stuff they collected over their lifetime, man. Okay, why? Because Americans are consumers. Okay, Americans are consumers. Okay, so that's why they can bring their, excuse me a moment. That's why they can bring their, stuff, their merchandise over here, and they can make such a profit. Okay, let me just read the comments. Yeah, Mind of God said, we are the ones living deliciously. And it's true. We're the ones living deliciously while the world is living in poverty. Okay, that's why the scriptures say what? The beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency. And I believe that's in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, might be the 51st chapter. Okay, let's go to Isaiah. Bear with me a moment. Isaiah, the 47th chapter. All right, Isaiah chapter 47. You know, I want to read this verse first. Let's go to Isaiah 46 and verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none else like me. Declaring, listen here. There's me a sec. Listen here. Declaring the end from the beginning. Let's read that again. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Right, and that's a great scripture, man. Okay, because that proves what? That there is no other higher power that's next to the Lord, man. I mean, what other power can give prophecies of the future that are coming to pass? I mean, hell, and that gives the authenticity to the Bible, man. Right? That's why you have these other religious textbooks such as the Quran, the the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the what's that other one called? The damn, I can't think of it. But the point of the matter is still clear. And all of these ancient holy books, right? They don't contain prophecy. This book does, though. That's why it's called what? The living book. Okay? Yahawashi, or, in that instance, Yahweh, he gave his servants, the visions of the future to show his servants things that are going to come. Matter of fact, and I'm going to go to Isaiah 47 because I want to get that. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1 says, the revelation of Yahawashi, which Yahweh gave unto him, to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. And he sent and sanctified it by his angel unto his servant John. Right, but the point of the matter is what? That these things, before they came to pass, they were given to us, man. Say, for an example, nobody would understand what Mystery Babylon was, 500 years ago, because it didn't even exist. The landmass existed, but the civilization did not build, upon it. Say, for an example, even back in Solomon's time, they went to America. It was called, let me see if I can think of it. It was called, it's something along the lines of Sarshish or something like that, or no, Tarshish. And I hope I'm pronouncing that word correctly, Tarshish. Okay, look that up. And again, as I said, I might be pronouncing it incorrectly, but even back in Solomon's time, they went to America. They made their voyages to America to collect certain, goods from America. And then when you go to Second Ezra's 13th chapter, it speaks about a place called Arsareth, which is America. Okay, that's where the after 70 A.D., right, the children of Israel fled to Africa. Okay, but some of them, they came to America. Okay, and that's why you had over here, you had the Native Americans. Okay, they were the tribe of Gad and Reuben, but they came over here prior to the other tribes that came over in the slave trade of 1960. Okay, but the Lord had it set up in a way where all of the Israelites, for the most part, which of course you have Israelites scattered throughout the entire world, but a lot of the Israelites ended up being in America. Okay, give me a moment. Let's go to Isaiah 47. Okay, and this is the word of the Lord here. Okay, this is the word of the Lord. Okay, Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down, and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right. So the Lord, Yahweh, is going to take vengeance, man. Okay, because what did America do? Right, when the Christopher Colombo, came over here, they first made friends with the Native Americans. But then what happened as time went on? They ended up, of course, you got the diseases like smallpox, from the Europeans. But over time they ended up, invading and taking over and slaying them. Okay, so America was filled with the blood of the saints of the Lord. Okay, let's go to we'll read Revelation 18. We'll get certain parts. Um, Yeah, we'll start at verse 9, Revelation 18 and 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Right, let's stop there for a second. Because how are the people living deliciously with America? I mean, hell, you have something called Amazon Prime, right? If you go online and see something you want, you can click on that and say, I want to buy this, and they'll deliver it to your doorstep. Okay, and somebody else brought out before, and I believe it was radio TTS, right? Radio, I believe it stands for Radio Talk to Us or something like that. You can look that up. But they made a statement in one of their facts video and said that we're living greater than any king in history could have ever dreamed of. Okay, and how can you say that? Say for an example, I can go to sleep and listen to music on the radio and put a fan on, right? So I'm constantly being, hit by fresh air, right? That keeps me warm. Okay, I can listen to music as I go to sleep. Okay, I can you know, I can drive, right? In a car that could go faster than any chariot they could have, had back then. Yeah, so we're living better than any kings in history could have dreamed of living. Okay, in this modern time now. Hell, we have something called the internet. Right? Anything you want to know, if you got access to the internet, just punch it in. I mean, hell, I can talk to mine of God and he lives 1,000 miles away, if not more than that. That's a miracle right there. All right. The king couldn't do that because back then what they would do is they would send, I believe it's called a ambassador, right? Where, say for an example, if Jerusalem wants to talk to, I don't know, somebody in Babylon, just to give an example, they would have to send a group of men with a message from the king to the other kingdom that they're trying to talk to. And then once the king responds, then they would have to send the ambassadors back with a message from that king. And that could take weeks, months, depending on the distance between the empires. Okay, but today, if President Putin wants to talk to Trump, they can talk over the phone. They can talk over the internet. Okay? So yeah, so we're living greater than any king could ever wish to live. Okay, we're living in pure luxury, which of course we're still in bondage, we're still in servitude. But you have certain people in the society who had millions of dollars in their bank account, could literally sit around on their ass for the rest of their life and never have to worry about a thing. Okay, anyway, let me see. Says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, a great city, that mighty city, for 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls, and of fine linen, and of purple and silk and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manners of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors, and ointment and frankincense and wine, and oil and fine flour, and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots, and the slaves and the souls of men. Right. Now, where the hell is all that being sold at? That's not being sold in the damn Vatican. That's not being sold in the Vatican City. The cat on there, what's that cat from right, ITR, right, or Rockapanem? All these cats are on there saying that that's the Vatican City. Hell is that the damn Vatican City, man? All right, if you did research, right, the Vatican makes about, I believe it's like $32 million a year by imports. Okay, things that are brought into the country. The crunchy inside joke. That's what they're making, 32 million. But last time I checked, which this was in 2017, so the numbers for both of them might have went up or down. The last time I checked, the numbers for America back in 2017 were like $2.21 trillion, man. There is literally no comparison between the two. There's no comparison. Okay, it's clearly America, man. Okay, anyway, let's go back. Verse 15. And the merchants of these things which were made rich by her, they shall stand before all for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For 1 hour such great riches has come to naught. And every shipmaster, and that's the point right there, every shipmaster in all the companies and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by the sea, they stood afar off, and they cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, and they cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, wherein we were made rich, all who had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for 1 hour was she made desolate. Right. So, if you just look at, how these merchandises, come into the country, right? They come in by ship, right? China makes a deal with America saying, okay, will send us, $5 billion worth of these things. Okay, so we'll send a cargo container ship over to America to bring those goods, and then the ship departs and goes back to China. Okay, that's how it works. The merchandises, they come from one end of the world to the other end of the world. Okay, and that's how these countries are becoming rich, off of manufacturing products, but then those products are sold in these other countries to the consumers, and that is how they become rich. Okay, let me just check the comment board. I see there's a lot there. Said Isaiah 13:19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. We got to get into that real quick. Let's go back to Sodom and Gomorrah. Which, it's funny as well. I actually put this, I don't know if I showed anyone yet, but that's actually a picture of me right there when I was a little. I put that in the book just to show everybody that. Let's go to, what is that, Genesis, the 19th chapter. And hey, look, you can clearly see I have more lines than a vigorous cake tree. Okay, good servant can't have an insane flow like I can. All right, what cat out there can challenge ETT's flow of descriptions? Right, my flow is insane, just like Pennywise told Joker in that epic rap battle of history video. Anyway, Genesis, the 19th chapter, and I'm gonna hit the comment board before I read it. Let's see. Isaiah. Oh, he already did it. Oh, he actually copied it a couple times. He said the Bible, without a doubt, at this point, is indeed the word of the sovereign God. Absolutely. Almighty God said Revelation prophesies the internet, which I agree with that. Then he put the verse, Revelation 11:9, and they of this people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, shall not suffer the dead bodies to be put in graves. Which, as I said, that's a good point. He said, congratulations on the 500 subs. You're famous, Biggie. Hey, man, to be honest with you, man, I've had 5 channels in the past, man. One of my channels reached, I believe, around 700 subscribers, but then YouTube took my channel down because of some BS that was going on. So, but hey, it's cool. It is what it is. Let me see. Let's go to Genesis 19th chapter. Which I'm not going to get all of it. We're just going to jump around. Let's see. I wanted to get something about it. Okay. Genesis 19:1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat at the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray thee, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly. And They turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, passed the house round about, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which come in at thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. Right. So what happened was what? These men of Sodom, they wanted to to we'll say engage in activities with the angels, inside joke, which is not funny, but yeah, that's what happened. Right. So go on. It says, but before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him. And he said unto them, Brethren, I pray thee, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters, which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do to them as good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing. Therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. It says, and they said, Stand back. And they said, again, this one fellow came into sojourning, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the men, even upon Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Right, we'll stop there for a minute. Right, but that's what happened, man. That was the stuff that was going on, back in Sodom and Gomorrah, which, by the way, somebody might not know this, but they actually found this place, man. They found it. Just go on YouTube and look up Sodom and Gomorrah, and you're gonna see it. And they even tell you, they have no explanation for the sulfur that they found over there. They don't know how that could have occurred, because literally, man, the destruction that you see over there in those cities, regular fire can't do that, man. And again, do the research on your own, look into it, man. It's real. Okay. It's very interesting. Okay, another thing as well, which I've been looking into. Let me just hit the comment boards real quick, see what's going on. All right, nothing new at the moment. But I was gonna say, man, is they've actually found Noah's Ark, man. They found that on a Mount Arad in Turkey. All right, look that up. What's the interesting part is that if you go to what is that? I believe it's Genesis the 9th chapter, right, dealing with when the ark came to a rest. It said it came to a rest on a mountain that's called Arad. Okay, on Mount Arad it came to a rest. Now in Turkey, on Mount Arad, they found a massive 48-year-old boat structure. Look that up; it's true. All right, so they found the boat. So that means that the story has to be true then, because they found it. Another thing as well, they found the mountain of Moses, right, Mount Sinai, right, where the Lord gave the 10 Commandments to Moses. They found that. That's over in Saudi Arabia. All right, look this up. As I said, you can research all these things. But the proof of it is that it has the burnt top of the mountain, right, and it's in the area where they suspected that it would be, right, based on other things, because the rock that was split, right, where the water came out of, that's actually very close to the area. They found a massive boulder where it was broken in two, and they have evidence that water came from it. Again, look into all this for yourself. But anyway, by the mountain, there's a calf altar there, an altar where they have carved on it menorahs and calves. Okay, so that's probably where the Israelites established the what's the word I'm looking for? The statue, right? Erected the statue. Okay, of the golden calf when Moses was up on the mountain. Okay, what was it? I believe 40 days and 40 nights, right? So as I said, man, it's all very interesting information, man. All very interesting, man. Y'all got to look into that. Let me hit the comments real quick. My God said America will will be like laid waste like ancient Sodom shortly. Absolutely. Orange Gorilla 33, hey, welcome to the chat. He said, one of the craziest things about the end times is the time moving faster. Hey, the time's moving faster, man. All right, and everybody can see it. Okay, the time is certainly flying past, man. Okay, in fact, I was just at a one of my friends graduated from school, right? So I went to the graduation. It feels like yesterday, but it was already 2 weeks ago. Okay, so the time's certainly going faster, man. And that's even in the text, which mind of God, you can put that on the comment board if you can find it. It says what? That the days shall be shortened for the elect's sake. Right. So the days are being shortened. Okay, everything is speeding up right now. Why? Because we're coming to the time when the highest is beginning to visit the world. And I would get that. That's in the Apocrypha, but something happened where I wasn't able to bring all my equipment with me today, so I couldn't grab the Apocrypha. But that, if you want to read that, it's in Second Ezra chapter 9. Okay, that what the Lord shall begin to visit the world which He had made. Right, and the Lord is visiting. The Lord is visiting the world right now. Let me just grab some water real quick. And bear with me just a moment. Hey, good thing I bought a second water bottle. Inside joke. Just hit the comments. Oh, there we go. Mighty God put up Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right, that's the exact verse I was quoted, man. Okay, so the times that we're in, let's get this bug off. What are you doing? All right. But yeah, man, that's it's evident, right? It's evident, what's going on right now, man. Okay, it's evident that something isn't right in the world right now, and you can see it. That's why, and I talked about this earlier, but that's why you have all of these these UFO sightings going on. Okay, and in the news, the government can't hide this anymore. All right, these sightings of these UFOs, which are what, the chariots. This is happening every single day, man. In fact, you have one guy on YouTube. Let's see. Um, damn, I can't think of it, but basically what they do is every day they upload like the latest UFO sighting, right? So every single day they're putting up multiple different videos, man. Right? Videos from China, from America, from Russia, from India, name a handful, of of sightings of UFOs, man. All right, so it's just evident. It's evident, what's going on right now. Okay, it's all evident, the things that we are seeing. Okay, that we're clearly at the end of the age, man. Okay, and here's another thing I want to make clear, right? Because somebody said that oh, well, the Bible says the world's gonna end. That's not true. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes, it says what, that the world endures forever. Right. So when it speaks about the world coming to an end, it's just referring to the end of an age. Okay, an age coming to an end. Okay, say for an example, right? When you have movies such as let's say for an example, Planet of the Apes. They were on the same Earth, but the rulership of man came to an end. Right. So that's what it is referring to. Oh, there's a little dog coming this way. I'm not sure where the owner is, but it's cool. Um, but anyway, going back to what I was saying. Um, excuse that if you hear the noise of it in the background. But anyway, um, going back to what I was saying, man, is when the world comes to an end, it's not referring to the actual entire world end. That's not what it's referring to. All right, just talking about a time of rulership of one people being giving to the other. That's why, and I quote the verse, Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Right. So it shows what? That the world isn't ending, but a dominion of one people is going to be given to another group of people. Okay, it's very simple to understand. Okay, it's very simple to understand this. Okay. Um, tell you what, I'm gonna wrap this up um in 5 minutes, but I'm gonna do another show. So, mind of God, if you want, mind of God, do you want to join me on another stream? I'll go live after I end this in like maybe 10, 15 minutes after I end it. I'll be doing another live show, and I'll bring you on if you want to come on, man. Just let me know here in the chat if you're good with that. But anyway, going back to what I was saying is that I mean, it's very clear, man. It's very clear that you know this truly is it, man. Right? And the words of Rudy McKnight, this is it. Right? This is it, man. Okay. And it's not even funny at this point. Okay, you can see it, man. All right, that it's clearly we're coming to the end of this thing, man. Okay, so that's why we gotta be doing what we be doing right now, because you know this is things are gonna get serious very soon, man. Okay, and I talked about it earlier. Well, hey, very soon without getting the thing, you're not gonna be able to enter into a store, man. And that fulfills the prophecy. That fulfills the prophecy, which I can't get it, of course, because you gotta watch what you say. But that we all know what that's referring to. Okay, we all know. So hey, we're in some serious times here, man. Okay, we're in some very serious, times right now. Okay, so bear with me a moment. Okay. But yeah, hey, mind the God, you need to get one of these shirts, man. You need to get one of these. All right, since you have a lot of money, we'll say, hey, go ahead and pick one up, man. And go, hey, go wear this shirt when you go to visit GMS, man, and see if they acknowledge it. Inside joke. But hey, as I said, anyone that wants to order one, go on an app called Wish and just look up Flat Earth shirt and scroll down and you will see it. I mean, hell, they have Yahawashi shirts on Wish. I saw them. I was gonna pick up one, but I believe it was like $30 for one. I mean, $30. Damn, that's that kind of money right there, man. Hey, ETT been living off that for a damn month, man. They gotta watch every penny. It's a joke. Um, but that's just what it is. Let me just hit the comments. Let's see. Keith, Connor Keith said, "Thanks for all the content you guys put out. You and Mine and God videos are comforting." Hey, absolutely. Hey, Keith, after this stream in about 15 minutes, me and Mine and God are going to be doing a live show on my page. Hey, man, if you wanted to stop by and join the conversation, bro, you're welcome to join us, man. We'll put a fresh link in the chat for you, man. And if you want, you can come on and talk with us, bro, if you want to, or just tune into the show. That's all cool. Um, the comments said, "Mighty God said, I got one. Mighty God, you got one of these shirts, man. You got one of these shirts." He said, "I have a shirt with fringes too. I'll wear it next time I go live." Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, I made a shirt recently with the how shy and fringes at the bottom. I gotta wear that next time. But I just put this on this time because I thought it'd be funny. Side joke. Um, but yeah, man, I'll be ended it in 2 minutes here to round it out because of my OCD. But hey, the message has been made clear. Okay. And for anybody watching the show after the stream, okay, anybody who's watching after, I want you to put hashtag bro in the comment section. All right. Hashtag bro. See it there in the comment section down below if you're watching the show after the stream. All right. And everybody else here, all right, stay tuned because in about 15 minutes, I'll do another live show and the Mind of God will join me on there. And everybody else is welcome to join as well. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. Of course, I do want to end off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi for this truth. And I'll round it out to an hour. Let's see, Mind of God said, I have a flat earth shirt via Russian vid store. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video off with that, and I'll see you brothers in about 15 minutes when I go live again. All right. So anyway, I'll see you brothers around.